Today's horoscope, Gemini October 26, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Harmony is your priority right now. You're gracious and willing to compromise, appreciating companionship more than usual. You are likely to feel needed today, and you readily lend others support. Today's energies are not only about keeping things simple but also for finding ways to streamline your life in critical ways. It's a time to embrace the concept that, in some areas, simplicity enriches your life. Your efforts toward restructuring and organizing your life seem to be pair overall. This should be a rewarding time for coming to a better position in managing your finances or resources in home life or domestic world. While this week has distinctly outgoing themes, you're exceptionally security-minded and in a practical frame of mind. You seem to see a direct relationship between feeling more organized and self-confidence. Mars retrograde is a karmic cycle, and we are currently in its pre-shadow phase. As a personal planet, Mars is very close to Earth and influences us greatly. That is why when he is thrown off his orbit and into a backward slide, we are dramatically affected and must reassess and readdress the themes that the red planet rules. As the planet of sex and war, Mars causes us to review how we've approached these patterns in our lives over the many years past. With him soon to retrograde, we will face situations in regard to how we fight for our passions and emotions. Have hope that it will be a good day. Showing up in your workplace interactions might take more confidence than usual, as the Moon in Leo sextiles Jupiter retrograde in your sign. Usually, you enjoy the social aspect of work. It may be more challenging to work with an array of personalities and find humor in your workplace interactions. The cosmic energy will encourage you to find something to enjoy in your events today. A coworker may make you laugh, or a client will make you smile. Your usual groundedness and balance is a saving grace during times of troubled waters, and when a challenging aspect occurs, it's time to hold on to what makes you feel secure and not let go. If you sense conflict with your loved ones or your boss, give yourself the benefit of isolation and distance. Keep your feelings close to your heart and move through this difficult period with the self-assurance that a solid health regimen can give you. Pay close attention to your body. Today's vibrations will make you emotive. You'll probably have to be on your tiptoes. Professionally, you will need to discuss, question, and tighten your close relationships, because if you don't, tensions will arise. This isn't the day to be in the spotlight, but rather to stay in the background and try to find harmony. Sentimentally, you will go through some highs and lows, but your relationships will be freer with no effort on your part. While the Moon is helping to maintain positive conditions across the communication, social and relationship fronts, its departure from your income sector yesterday has left you with more than just a sharp nose for money. As Mars moves into his final 10 days in your career sector, a sense of where the money is will make it easier to know where to channel his drive to fight for what you deserve, while giving you a window into planets on the job and career fronts that will support this. This includes the Sun, still in his early days in your work sector. It is during the Moon's only visit to your communication sector, while Venus, the planet of love, is in your relationship sector, that their friendly aspect gives you what should be your best chance of giving your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Instead, with Mars just 10 days away from returning to begin his war on communication barriers, the best is still to come. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's astrological energy brings an interesting mix that may throw some conversations a bit off balance, but don't worry, you can handle it with ease and mindfulness. With Mercury in intense, perceptive Scorpio squaring the Moon in warm, expressive Leo, there's a clash of tones that could make communication feel a bit challenging. You might find that while one person is feeling deep, emotional, and reflective, the other is in a lighter, more carefree mood, eager to joke and keep things upbeat. Sound familiar? We've all been there, right? Sometimes it's just one of those days when the vibes don't match up as planned, and that's okay. Instead of forcing a conversation or trying to align your energies when they're naturally out of sync, consider giving it some time. Pin the topic for another day and revisit it when both of you are feeling more aligned and open to each other's perspectives. Now, let's shift focus to the positive flow of energy around personal connections today. The stars are aligning to make interactions with friends and family feel especially meaningful and enjoyable. It's the perfect time to nurture the bonds you cherish, whether that means planning a cozy gathering, calling up an old friend, or just being fully present with loved ones. These moments have a way of refilling our emotional tanks, reminding us of how special those relationships are. Think about the last time you had a laugh out loud moment with someone you care about. Doesn't it just bring a smile to your face? Today, lean into those moments and let yourself truly appreciate the people in your life who make everything feel lighter and brighter. And speaking of feeling good, there's a wonderful sense of physical and mental resilience in the air. Whether you're in the mood to tackle a new fitness goal, try a sporting challenge, or simply enjoy some well-deserved rest, today's energy supports you in caring for yourself. So, ask yourself, what do you need most? Is it the thrill of a brisk walk outdoors, a calming yoga session, or maybe even a nap to recharge? Embrace whatever helps you feel refreshed and balanced, and remember that self-care can look like anything from an intense workout to a quiet afternoon spent just recharging. However, when it comes to finances, today's energies encourage a cautious, measured approach. With the planetary constellations bringing some unpredictability, you might notice that financial opportunities don't quite hit the mark. Be mindful of impulse purchases or offers that sound a little too good to be true. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of something new, only to realize later that it wasn't quite worth it. Instead of rushing into decisions, try to keep things steady. Take time to consider your options, and if success doesn't come naturally today, that's okay. Think of it as the universe nudging you to save your resources for when the timing is right. Have you ever made a purchase that you later regretted? It's a familiar feeling. Today's guidance is all about holding back when needed and preserving your hard-earned money for the future. And on an emotional level, if you're feeling a bit more guarded than usual, embrace it. The universe is reminding you to set boundaries, protect your energy, and stay true to yourself in all interactions. With today's heightened awareness, you're likely to sense when something feels off or when someone's intentions aren't as clear as they seem. Trust that inner voice. Have you noticed lately that it's harder for anyone to pull the wool over your eyes? This is your cosmic superpower today, so use it to your advantage. In conversations that feel a little tricky or with people who seem to have their own agenda, lean into your natural intuition to navigate the situation with clarity and confidence. In the spirit of staying open and connected, I'd love to hear from you. Have you felt any shifts in your relationships recently? Or maybe sensed that you're more intuitive and protective of your energy? Or perhaps you have a story about a time when you followed your gut and it paid off? Share your experiences in the comments. Your insights could be just what someone else needs to hear. Today is all about balancing the energies around us, honoring our own needs, and showing up authentically for the people we care about most. You've got this.